Where did Kisara run off to?
You don't think she took off after Kelzelik, do you?
No. Nagal entrusted her with his dream. She wouldn't do something reckless like that. Right now, I think she just needs time to think. What she does from here on out is up to her. She has to be the one to decide.
You all arrived here from Cyslodia, yes? In that case, you should depart via the south gate, rather than the one you arrived through.
After all that, Kisara never came back to see us.
I'm surprised she slipped away without us noticing. Where would she even go? I hope this place survives. You think the Danins and Renins have a chance of getting along? We didn't really do much to change things around here, did we?
This realm had its own walls to overcome. And in the end, it was the people themselves who decided to break them down, without any help from us. I hope they keep going. I really do.
Yeah, well, if you say so, I guess. Huh?
All right. I leave command of the Gold Dust Cats in your hands.
You've got nothing to worry about, Kisara. I'll do your brother proud.
Looks like it's time to go. Take good care of Zare for me. All right, Lagiel?
You've got it. Stay safe, Kisara.
Did you come to say goodbye?
Actually, I was wondering if you could use another companion.
Huh?
Well, we certainly don't mind you coming along. We just figured you'd stay behind and help rebuild. These people could use you.
I thought much the same thing. However, in the end, something changed my mind. Ever since Miguel died, I've been thinking a lot about where I went wrong, what I should have done differently. You know, that sort of thing. It's true that our dream of coexistence saved many Danan lives, but we were naive and short-sighted. I was so wrapped up in my idea of how things should be that I didn't see the problems that existed right in front of us. I thought we had been given a utopia, and so I never bothered to look too far past its surface. I chose to be ignorant. And because of that, because of me, my brother...
Miguel's death wasn't your fault, Kisara.
Perhaps you're right. But in the end, it was me he entrusted this dream to. I learned that nothing in this life is free, or gained without sacrifice. Now that I know that, I'll just have to figure out what else I don't know.
So, decided to join us?
I have. And hopefully I can continue to protect Elda Menencia from outside the dream world, for the sake of those still inside.
And here I thought you joined for an opportunity on my life.
In all honesty, I'm grateful to you. I truly am. I don't blame you for what happened. But I must also leave your service. No longer will I be defined by protecting a Renin lord. From now on, when I fight to protect my dream. All I ask is that you do your part, that you fight alongside me, not just for those who used to believe in your dream, but for those that still do. Dohalim.
I understand. I'm no longer a lord anyway.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger. All right, where to, team?
We make for Mahag Sar, the Valley of the Four Winds.
sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Mahag Sar. That makes 4 out of the 5 realms that I've visited now.
I wonder what kind of lord we're gonna find there.
It doesn't matter. If they try to get in our way.
No choice.
I'm Swordling Alpha! Dragon Swarm! I can carve through armor!
Where are you going? You gotta jump for cover, okay?
Dragon Shell! I'm on a roll now!
One more!
Eagle Assault!
Right! Whoa!
Dragon
Hey,
Swarm!
one at a time! Gemini Alpha!
Do it!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
What's this thing?
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
Swordling Alpha! Dragon Shell!
Now, I'll be around Eagle Assault! How's this?
Dragon Swarm! Not today!
Alright, it's showtime!
Dragon Swarm!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite a...
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
I'll run you through!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Supernova! Annihilation! More with that...
Nicely done.
Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo! Hoo hoo hoo. Look, Hootle! One of your buddies! Hoo!
There's something in the water. I didn't realize there was a pond here.
Yeah, this is Taka Pond. And it happened to have saved my life once upon a time.
What do you mean?
As a kid, I survived life under the past lords by escaping here when I needed to. It's terrible to swim in, but great for catching a bite for dinner away from Ren and eyes. Bear in mind, our rations back then weren't enough to live off of. You had to take matters into your own hands if you wanted enough food to survive.
But how did you catch them? With your bare hands?
That might take a while. Fish are prone to swim away at the first sign of trouble. I'd put bait or a lure on a line and use it with the fishing rod. You must not be familiar with fishing if this sounds new to you. Here, let me show you how it's done.
You're still not done fishing yet? Boring.
You need patience to fish. Huff! All right, once more from the top. All right, once more from the top. Okay, change of plans. Not my lucky day, I guess. Yeah! Reel it in. Dagnabbit! It got away. And that's all there is to it.
Wow. It seems like you need to have good reflexes to catch anything. I don't know if it's really for me. Kisara? I think I've seen enough.
Oh, sorry. I guess I'm just in my own little world when I go fishing.
Looks like we're going to be here for a while.
That's how fishing goes. You wait for a bite, and then the real battle begins. Miguel told me that different fish live in different regions, and you have to pick the right rod and lure for what you're hoping to catch.
But that doesn't change the fact it's a giant time sink.
Of course, each fish has its own unique flavor, too. And some of them are supposed to be extremely delicious.
When you put it like that, maybe it's worth me trying my hand at fishing after all.
You're just in it for the food.
I was hoping we'd get to fish during our travels. And it just so happens I made sure to grab my brother's old rod before I left Vicente. So, if you ever feel like fishing when we've got a little downtime, just let me know.
Good to hear. Thanks for showing us.
Okay!
I'm always amazed what healing arts can do.
Just doing my...
Is it just me? Or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
Right. From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it. Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, Law?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
This shall suffice. Please, everyone, have as much as you like.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit. Maintaining your shield? It's becoming a familiar sight.
Miguel was the one who taught me how to maintain my equipment after I first joined the Guard. Now, it's just a part of my routine.
Your brother always seems to come up whenever I talk to you.
That's because we had no other relatives, so it was just the two of us growing up. He was my idol, the one I looked up to and wanted to be like. When I became a guardsman, Lagiel wasn't too pleased to see me at first. It was Miguel who really welcomed me aboard.
Lagiel? Oh, right. She was Miguel's second in the Gold Dust Cats, wasn't she?
That's right. She's always been a very critical and down-to-earth person. In other words, the complete opposite of a dreamer like me.
You're more an idealist than some pie-in-the-sky dreamer.
Even so, that's my brother's doing. He'd never let me stop seeing a brighter world. He always did what he could to keep me smiling and happy.
You must have meant a lot to him.
He wasn't just kind, either. He always worked so hard to set an example for me and everyone else around him. He was a true big brother. So much so that when he thought I was asleep, he'd slip out of the house to go training on the outskirts of town.
You seem to know a lot about it.
That's because I only pretended to be asleep and would follow after him. You know what? I'm at a good stopping point with my shield. If you've got time, how about I tell you a couple more Miguel stories?
I guess I'd better get comfortable.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay. Before we go, do you guys have everything?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I've got a really bad feeling about this. I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for you, truly.
Ignite!
That's it.
Dragon Form!
Now you see what
I'm ready! Kick off! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Target blade.
Mirage!
I know. Here it goes.
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger blade. Radiant pierce.
I'll face you! Sword Rain Alpha! Catapult!
Do it.
Going in!
This one's got your name on it.
Action to action!
That was way stronger than regular firepower.
You won't hear me complaining. All right.
There's nowhere to run from my art! When he slows down, that's our chance! No
It's like
further!
trying to keep up with a wall. Raging Cascade!
Prepare to make
Pure Evil!
Sword Ray Alpha!
Freeze Lancer!
Eagle Fly!
Can't get out of this!
I'll tear you apart!
Lightning
Now I'm in the
Descent!
grip!
Radiant Blade!
Eagle Assault!
Throbs in pain.
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Freeze Lancer!
Can't get out of this!
Talon Hurricane!
Water! Hear my call!
Take this! Can't get out of this!
Burning Eagle Assault!
Glacial Spear!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the bubble is to me!
Glacial Spear!
Can't get out of
Pierce
this.
Evil! Thunderblast!
Talon Hurricane!
Freeze Lancer!
Eagle...
Now or never.
Sword Ring Alpha!
Take this!
Thunderblade! Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Freeze Lancer!
Raining Slash! I'm on it!
Dragon
Form!
Here! Quiver Blade!
Now or never.
Eagle Assault!
Mirage!
That freaking does it!
Take this!
Annihilation! Radiant Fire! Dance in the wind! In here!
Eagle Fly Alpha! I'll tear you
Lunar
apart!
Corruption!
Dragon
Lunar
Form!
Blast! I'm all
You
stocked
require a
up!
hand.
Lightning
That's quite a
Bolt!
talent!
Your father once made the same remark.
So even my dad knows, huh?
Thunderblade!
I'm just getting started! Blow away!
Annihilation!
Sword Ring Alpha!
Prepare to be seized!
Going in!
No further!
Tiger Blade!
This
Power
one's
up!
all mine!
There! And again!
Burn!
Mega Ray!
I'm ready!
Annihilation!
Hey! Blow them away!
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Danon history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course. There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
This won't be easy.
Don't be such a pessimist.
Eat this!
Raging
Pretty flush!
It's a duel of the arts.
Eagle side! Sword! Got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Eagle side!
They
All
got
yours!
Lightning
Take
attack!
this!
Now!
The enemy wields arms too!
Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! Raging cascade!
Sword rain out!
Prepare to be seized on fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Dragon Swarm!
Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
Nothing new about that.
And still as humble as ever.
Where are you going?
Whirlwind smash! Here! Lost my focus! Eat this!
I'm all soaked up.
Radiant Ring! Lunarongo!
By the power of water.
Now we're not...
Air thrust. By the power of
Dragon Swarm!
now.
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
This won't be easy. Don't be such a
Get
pessimist.
out of this! Now I can let loose! Eagle Assault! Far enough!
Airborne beast.
I can carve through armor!
Fine, free!
Get the giant still! Seal, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Raging cascade. Seal.
Rising up!
I'll be saving this
Here,
one.
let me help.
It's time!
We're in the home stretch, guys.
What she said? Eyes on the prize.
That focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
And run. This one's mine.
What's this?
Now, Lunar get toasty.
Burn strike!
I wonder if I'm as strong as my dad was.
One day I think you'll surpass him.
I wonder when.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah. We used to run up and down these slopes all the time for our training.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Now or never.
I'm on
Dragon Swarm! Ready and
Sleep
ready!
now. Lord from the dragon
In a vine?
They're surrounding us.
Far enough!
Hey, one at a time. That's my shield.
Shut him down!
Eagle Fly. Do it.
Mirage!
Doubling.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Denizen.
Go away!
Dreams. Lightning. This one's mine. Raging Cascade.
Where are you
going?
I'm just getting started! Stop!
Dance in the
Dragon Swarm!
Get on it.
tear you apart!
Hey, one at a time!
Do it!
Marvel, hear my call!
Your power is a spectacle to
Take
behold.
this!
I'm not trying to be dramatic either.
Can't get out of this!
Thunderblade!
We're in good form!
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Bad feeling about this.
Far enough! Dragon Kill! Ready and ready! You picked the wrong fight! I can carve through armor! Blow away! Eagle Dive!
This one's mine!
Do it! Now I'm in the groove!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Eagle Dive! Rising Falcon!
Here's the evil!
Dragon Blow! Sword
Now!
Done!
Here! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Radiant!
Here! First strike!
Ready!
Glimmer Dragon! Eagle Assault!
Do it!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
I think I'm getting stronger.
Oh yeah? Think you could beat me at arm wrestling?
When have I not beaten you?
Right. I'll just go on ahead then.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
The earth throbs in pain.
Rising! Ready to go! Eagle Assault! Generate Burn it! No further! Now I'm in the groove!
Leave the enemy's arc to me! You go!
No complaints here! Burn it! Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up! Swallow dance! Eagle Assault! Now I'm in the groove! Rising Falcon!
Raging Cascade! And here!
That gun of yours is real handy in a pinch.
It takes a true marksman to use.
Well, can't think of anyone better than you, Shield.
Fantastic! Great! Amazing!
Shut up, Law! I'm trying to focus!
I was only trying to be nice.
You're most comfortable at a range, aren't you?
Thanks. I'm not really built for close quarters combat.
Nor am I. Don't worry. I'll help you keep your wife first.
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Lightning condemned! There!
Denied! Armor won't save you!
Magna Ray! Now!
Sword Ray Alpha!
I'm ready!
These fists have got your name on them!
Don't get complacent.
This looks nice and tough.
More Danon runes here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy. Don't get careless.
Don't tell me! Watch this! It's time! No further! First strike! Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm! Talon Hurricane! Eagle I'm just kidding! We got the advantage!
Good. We just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, cause Log on! Not today! First strike! I'll end you! Raining Now you see what I can do!
Damn, you beat me to it.
Gotta be quick, or I'll take them all myself!
Come on, Cal.
This one's mine. Eagle Warrior! Hey, one at a time.
Hey! Blow them away!
I feel stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here, quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
What's this thing?
Brace yourself! This one's tough! Dragon Swarm!
Do you require a hand?
ever say no. These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more...
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Don't get complacent.
There.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renin doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that. No holding back! I never
This'll be a
miss!
piece of cake! I can carve through armor!
Lunar corruption!
Now we're not... No further! Do it!
Thunder field! It's over! Astral energy! Full throttle! Go! Annihilate the wind!
Burn!
Annihilation!
Lightning
In here! I'll be saving this one! Here I go! You're mine! Lightning orb! By the let's go! Annihilation!
Sword Ring Alpha!
I can handle it!
Denied! That's enough!
We're waiting here!
Let's
Do it! Cascade! Primed and ready! Sleep now! Where are you going? This will come in handy!
Don't get complacent.
I've got a really bad feeling about this!
Sword Ring Alpha! Take this! I'll smash you!
Lightning condemned!
Burn! First strike!
Thunderblade!
Glacier
away!
Here's evil!
When did I be free? I'm on Lunar Rondo! Glitter Dragon! Watch this!
Hear my call!
You're on!
Glacial spear! Here's
Take
evil!
this!
Sleep now! Confiscated! Water! Hear my call! Spread! Glacial spear!
Raining
Here's
strike!
evil!
Blew away!
Freeze laser! Let's get you off this away!
I can handle it.
Let me help! Light astral energy!
Far enough!
Who's where that came from?
Dragon Swarm! I'm on it! That's enough! Now I'm in the groove!
This one's mine!
Talon
I
Hurricane!
never miss! Radiant light! Here!
Now! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Got it!
Well done!
Eat this! I'll put you through!
Reload!
Do it! Blow away! Onward and upward. Brace yourself! This one's tough!
Take this!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hammer won't save you!
Ignite!
Fear throbs in
I
pain.
got it!
Blow away!
Tear you apart!
Flame of fury!
Can't get out of this!
Burning strike!
Glacial Spear!
Here's evil! Wind after energy! Raging cascade!
Dragon form!
Sword denied! I'm
Only
on
getting started!
hurricane!
Raging
Got me surrounded! Do it!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Not in your dream! There! This one's mine!
Let it go!
Photon, lightning
We're cleaning
strike!
house.
Let me take the rest of them!
Well, someone's feeling lively.
Now I'm in the groove!
Now, only getting started! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
You picked the wrong fight!
Now, Eagle Frost!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! There's always room for improvement. I'm amazed how easily you can move such a giant shield around like it's nothing.
Really? It's not actually as heavy as it looks.
It's really reassuring to have someone like you protecting us, though.
You know, I guess I never realized it before. But looking back, I've always been the sort to put myself in harm's way to protect those around me, even before I joined the Elder Guard. So in a way, using this shield to keep you all safe feels like it's what I was meant to do.
You don't need to worry about protecting me. I don't plan on relying on you.
That's okay. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I don't protect people because they ask me to. I do it because I want to, and because I think it's the right thing to do. That goes for you too, Dohalim.
Me?
Yes. You see, you and I both want the same thing. We have the same goal. That means it's in my best interest to continue to protect and keep you safe as well. Even now.
I'm not sure how much protecting I'll need either, but I appreciate the thought. I'm sure you'll do us proud, Kisara.
Right. You can all count on me.
quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back. Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, what do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
been looking for you. For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why? Beautiful, precious life. What the? That is all I desire. Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Special Steel.
Run away!
Clear
Prepare to be sealed!
Eagle
Can't get out of this! Here!
Cover the cap here.
I can carve through armor! Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable!
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Entertain me.
Here, circle.
I'm sorry to be a bother.
We've all got enough.
Yes, ma'am. Show me your strength.
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down. This one's mine.
Dragon Swarm!
Enjoy. Here.
Radiant, here. Light axe, lightning condensed.
Now we're not. Take this. No further.
Eat this. Lightning condensed. Radiant, here.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time. Xion, wake up, please!
Alphen?
Xion!
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Danon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renan district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened.
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris... Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need. So I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Look, Hootle! One of your buddies!
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster. Whoo! Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Okay, off we go.
We've reached our destination. Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads. This should definitely keep you guys full.
Looks like we made it here in one piece. I can't wait to start making our meal.
Ooh, we having something new to eat?
Yep, now that we have all the ingredients. Looks like we made it here in one piece.